Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends X-Men Animated Series VHS box set version of Mystique, which is kind of an integral, see if I can speak English, character in the X-Men Animated Series. People have wanted a good Mystique figure for a long time. They've kind of disappointed forever, and this one's no different. It is very much in line with the rest of the VHS box set X-Men figures. It could have been so much better, and it's really not very good. But there is some stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Before I get into the figure's nitty-gritty, I want to just take a moment, because they give us such nice reference image, such nice source material, which I know this isn't exactly from the cartoon, but this is pretty close. It's what it should look like. This figure doesn't look like that. Like, Mystique has always been drawn to be very attractive. Yeah, she's a blue lady with yellow eyes, but she's always been drawn to be attractive and shapely, though slender. And this figure is just the worst. It's terrible. Her face is rough. So there, you got the comparison. Let's go ahead and get into it, and we'll talk about the aesthetic in more detail after we do our height measurement and whatnot. So this figure stands about 16 centimeters, including the hair. That's going to make her roughly 6 3/8, right around there. And here she is up against Darn. By the way, her legs are warped like crazy. How does Hasbro manage to warp joints in packaging that does not put the figures in a pose? That is impressive. They can definitely achieve when they want to. So she is just about at forehead kissing height for Darwin. So it's about 0.9 Darwins, right around there. That's pretty good. Okay, question of the day. Have you totally given up on this X-Men Animated Series batch of figures? Or are you still in it because they're still X-Men Animated Series figures? For me, I'm a reviewer, so I'm into it regardless. But if it wasn't for the reviews, I might still be into it just because it's X-Men Animated Series and that's what I grew up on. Real quick, guys, before we get into the rest of the video, just want to mention that for the foreseeable future, I will be doing a live stream, just a hangout where you guys can talk and we can chat and you can ask me questions or whatever you want to do, kind of like the thing we did recently, but just more casual, once a month. It's going to be the last Saturday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's just going to be a hangout. There'll be a little giveaway every time, and it'll just be for fun, just to socialize a little bit and talk action figures or whatever else you guys want to talk about. So last Saturday of every month, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be next Saturday for this month, so hopefully I'll see you there. But okay, let's go ahead and get into the aesthetic. First things first, her face is not attractive. She has some kind of cross between RBF and the It Is Ma'am version of this character. It is not good. I'm pretty sure if you took that hair off and painted the face different, it would be a dude. She's got a really, like, pronounced forehead. Really thick, like, the whole thing, I'm not even going to get into it. It looks rough. You guys can see it right there. If you don't think it looks rough, then good. Fine, you're lucky. But to me, that looks like a dude. So don't care for that too much. And then the body. Well, I mean, it's the old body that's super skinny. Oh, by the way, we just have to take a minute. I forgot. They gave us more reference material back here. Granted, the face is still terrible. Really rough there. But look at those arms. Look at that. It's the new arms. Pinless, double-jointed elbow, bicep swivel. And look what they gave us. They gave us the old arms to go with the old legs and the old body that is just ridiculously skinny and unappealing. So that is straight up false advertising, if you ask me, because articulation is a functional aspect of the figure. It's not like a slight change from production photos to, or like from pre-production photos to production. This is just straight up design change. So that's not cool at all. Secondly, let's talk about the paint, because this is the cell shaded version. It's awful. If you look at her breasticles, which are poorly sculpted, the paint job is fuzzy as heck. It's not out of focus. It's just that horribly painted. That bad. The paint job for her shoulders, which makes it look like she's wearing like a skinnier shirt than the sculpt is, it's the wrong color. It doesn't match the arms. It's very dark compared to the arms. Also, all of her clothing is just painted on, literally. So that's really, really cheap looking. It's clean enough in most cases, but the shading is just horrible. Like, that's not cell shading at all. It's hardly even any kind of shading on the gloves. It looks ridiculous. On the boobs, it looks ridiculous. Why is it all the way up to the top of the boob? Like, why does it swoop up? should go under the boob, and the boob should actually be sculpted like a boob. Boob, boob, boob. I said boob so many times. I wonder if YouTube cares about that. The paint job for this streak right here doesn't match the sculpt at all. They have put no effort into this at all. This is just yellow plastic, or yellow paint, I mean. It doesn't look good at all. And her hair has no shading. Oh man, look at the back. Because it's just painted on, it looks so cheap. And the way this mold has like a really curvy butt, the way that her skirt thing sits on it looks ridiculous. It looks so bad. Then the last thing, which is a functional thing for articulation, but also the aesthetic, is the hair. They got the hair sculpt down pretty good from the front, but from the side, the way they have it going straight back like this, that little bit that sticks down pokes into the neck and gets in the way a bunch. They could have easily just swept it forward a little bit and given you much better range, but the way they've done it, you have no good range and a lollipop. We'll get into that. So aesthetically speaking, 2 out of 10. Looks horrible. Really, really bad. Alright, now as far as accessories go, it doesn't get any better from here. We have the 2 open hands that come on in the package, 2 trigger finger hands, 1 vertical, 1 horizontal hinge. Those are okay. Paint job's still horrible. Then you get these 2 guns. You get the pistol and the shotgun rifle. I don't know what that is. And they both have 0 paint. They're blue plastic. They look cheap as hell. Not good. And then you get the laziest repaint ever. We got this sculpt before. It wasn't this character and it wasn't blue, and now it's blue. And it's just like, who cares? Don't want that. Want a good figure. Not cool. What a waste. So accessory-wise, Spiteful, 0 out of 10. This line bothers me so much. They just totally cashed in on nostalgia and put no effort into it. Alright, for the neck, we have the hinge, which can't go back at all. It can go forward in a really unnatural way because of the lollipop. The lollipop is in there, by the way, but because of the hair being the way it is, you can't really see in there. You can't really do much with the head. It's pretty annoying the way the hair is so tight to the neck there. They didn't account for it being an action figure. And then when you lean it back, this looks goofy. It's so weird. Hasbro doesn't try at all. Alright, shoulders, better than horizontal. We've seen these shoulders before. Full rotation, no bicep swivel, covered that. Single jointed elbow, not even one of the good ones. Not even 90 degrees. That's where you get your bicep swivel, of course. Diaphragm joint is one of the good ones. So I'll take that. That's pretty nice. That's alright. Floaty belt is floaty. The hips on this figure, they go all the way up, so that's pretty good. She kicks high. They don't go back too far really at all, though. Going out to the side, let's see. Oh, they have horrible range. Horrible range out to the side. That's no good. Thigh swivel is a thigh swivel. Double jointed knee works pretty well. I'll take that. And then for the ankle, it goes all the way back and all the way forward and has a decent enough ankle rocker. So what's there works well enough for what it is, but it's not what it should be, and it is still limited for the hips especially, and then the neck. 6 out of 10. The arms not being the right arms, and then also using the old skinny, horrible looking legs. This whole figure is just an absolute miss. What's the point? What's the point? Articulation gets a 6 out of 10. Time for a final verdict on this release. If this wasn't X-Men animated series version, I don't see anybody wanting to buy this. It's not good. It's not accurate. It's not well done. What is there comes with goofy accessories. It's just altogether a miss. It's so disappointing. I'm going to give it a final rating of 4 out of 10. It's awful. It's awful. If you stick her in the back of the shelf, you won't mind too much, but not good. Alright, there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.